Greetings, everyone. My name is Jialin Wang from Xi'an Jiaotong Liu University. I'm going to present our project titled Effect of Frame Rate on User Experience, Performance, and Similar Signals in Virtual Reality. Refresh rate and frame rate are two critical factors that affect users' experience when viewing interactive content via a screen display. People have the ability to distinguish between different frame rates and normally prefer a higher frame rate because a higher frame rate improves the quality of the motion perceived by people. As the figure shows, the refresh rate has risen steadily over the last 2 decades, with 90 Hz still the most common, and 180 Hz is the highest. It's foreseeable that new VR HMDs with higher refresh rates will be released in the future. On the other hand, frame rate and its effect on user experience and performance in VR HMDs haven't been explored in detail. In 1994, an early research showed that the high latency from low frame rates was one of the main causes of degradation in user experience and performance. In 2003, another earlier research compared the effects of low latency condition and a high latency condition with a 60 Hz refresh rate display. However, they didn't find a significant relationship between latency and similar signals. To the best of our knowledge, no recent research has looked in details at the effects of the frame rate of current VR HMDs, especially in demanding and fast-paced task scenarios that are involved in but not exclusive to games. Based on our detective review and the gap we identified, we formulated these two research questions that will be explored by two related VR applications that have the same controller variables. The arcade one, is there a frame rate threshold for VR applications that require a faster response time but don't need users to focus on the video details, after which the benefits of higher frame rates on users' performance and experience become non-significant. The arcade 2, is there a frame rate threshold for VR applications that require a fast response time and need users to focus on video details, after which the benefits of higher frame rates on their performance and experience become non-significant. To investigate the above two research questions, we developed two VR applications that include elements representative of various VR scenarios. The first one is inspired by a popular fast-paced game, Fruit Ninja, in which the main task is cutting flying fruits. Participants would hold the controller, target the flying fruits, and cut the fruit vertically when the fruit pass through the cutting area, as shown in the video. The second one follows a similar gameplay process as in Beat Saber, but without rhythm and music elements to avoid confounding variables. Participants would need to perceive the orientation of the E letter from modified tumbling E-chart that is flying towards them. Our study used vaccine participants' design with frame rate and object speed as the independent variables. 32 volunteers were recruited from a local university, recorded a participant performance state, and the feedback after completing the two VR applications with Pimax 5K Super in 2 days. In total, we collected about 10,000 trials of data for each application. We use the GEQ to measure the levels of thickness, and the reverse we use the SIQ to measure the level of thickness, and the reverse GEQ to measure the gameplay experience. We also collect gameplay performance state, such as accuracy, for both VR applications. Total frame fusion, a new metric, was used in A2DV to quantify the effects of frame rate on moving objects. Our results show that 120 FPS is an important rate to have, because users' performance state indicates that higher rates are helpful if the main aim is to support enhanced performance without decreasing overall experience. For dynamic objects rendered at 60 FPS, the insufficient visual detail, the visual information, and the need for rapid reaction could make users change their strategy to one that would rely more on predicting or filling missing gaps in the perceived visual information of fast-moving objects. For VR users who want to ensure a suitable VR experience with lower access, they can consider choosing VR HMDs with 120 Hz and above refresh rates. VR users can choose VR HMDs with a higher frame rate, with a higher refresh rate to achieve a suitable level of performance and experience. For VR content developers, they should try to ensure that their VR content can run at 120 FPS or above, and can be powered by a standard PC to ensure an adequate VR experience with low access in virtual environments. When designed in environments with fast-moving objects that render at low frame rates, designers may want to investigate the profession of supporting features to have users adapt their behavior in a way that will not negatively affect their experience. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening.